What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Unless this happens to be your very first time here, then come on in, take a seat. It's so nice to meet you. My name is Abigail. I do musical reactions here on YouTube, all on the first take, completely blind. And I'm so happy to say that we are reacting to a Buy Me a Coffee request. This one is brought to us by Vagabond, who was so patient and so kind enough to request Ithaca. The song is called Camera Eats First. I don't know if I've reacted to Ithaca before. It doesn't sound familiar. I could do a quick check if you don't mind, because I'm curious. How do you spell that? Ithaca. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Of course, it's not going to come up if I spell it wrong. Let's try that again. Ithaca. All right, so this is definitely a new artist alert on the channel. I have never reacted to Ithaca before. The song is called Camera Eats First, and it came out 3 years ago, 64,000 views. Anything important in the description here? Well, it says all food used in this production was vegan, so that was important enough to mention in the description here. Otherwise, we got band members, information about who was involved in making the video. Okay. All right. Well, all that being said, we will go ahead and watch this video once together. There are going to be stops and pauses because this is a reaction channel. After all, I'm here to give you my thoughts and my commentary. However, if you prefer not to hear my commentary and my thoughts and the pausing, the link to the original video will be posted in the description below. Feel free to check that out if that's what you prefer to see. But here in a reaction channel, you're going to get a reaction, which does involve pausing and my thoughts and commentary. So, yeah, I am excited to dive in. The whole purpose of my channel is to discover new artists. So any chance I get to see a new artist, it does fill me with joy, just because that is the purpose of this channel, is to broaden my musical horizons. So never heard of Ithaca, first time listen to them, and Vagabond has chosen to introduce us to the band with this song called Camera Eats First. Interesting title. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring everything up. Mic is good. Sound check was good, and the quality of the video is 1080 at best. All right, well, that is done. So without further ado, I give you a little bit of Ithaca, Camera Eats First. Here we go. Food, eating disorders, and body hatred. Well, it's important to love yourselves, everybody. If you don't like it, you can work on it. Beautiful, not beautiful. She's making a mess. Beautiful. That is a mean guitar riff. Okay, this is very, very interesting. Very, very different. I feel like they are, you know, criticizing those people who are, you know, those people. Are you that person? Always taking a picture of their food. I've certainly never got that. Never understood why people do that. I mean, I guess food can be pretty in the sense that, you know, it can be art sometimes, so you take pictures of it, but I guess what she's trying to say is that behind the lens, stuff your mouth, you eat like crazy. This is actually quite interesting enough that I think I need to pull up the lyrics because it's a little hard for me in one go to take in the visuals, the musicality, which is my favorite, by the way, the instrumentation, the guitars, all that stuff, plus the message behind. I have a feeling there's an important message here. So I am just going to bring up the lyrics real quick and make sure I don't miss anything. Reading the lyrics here from the first verse, I eat with my eyes before I taste. Oh boy, how many of us are guilty of that? Guilty of that. I certainly have a New Year's cliche resolution of losing weight this year, but yeah, I would say that I do have a bad habit of eating with my eyes before I taste. And then something else interesting here, filter fed. I learn my place. Interesting. It sounds like more critiques. You know, the value is assigned based on the appearance rather than actual substance. So I guess that explains all of the taking pictures and stuff. Okay. Well, let me go back just a little bit here. Let me click back in the video. I had to click out to get the lyrics. I think the chorus maybe starts around here. So let's listen a little bit more. Oh, pretty harmonies. That was the chorus just then? I think I should have gone back a little bit more. But if I'm looking at the chorus lyrics here, the camera eats first and I starve behind the screen. Okay, so what I mentioned earlier, you know, a little bit of a metaphor, maybe. I don't know. It kind of just sounds like everything is staged for documentation or for not filters, or for, you know, pictures and stuff before actually experiencing the food as they starve behind the screen. Okay. Like, you're sitting here and all of these images are just being fed to the audience, and yet, you know, the person behind the lens is left emotionally empty or unsatiated. I don't know. Okay. All right. So that was the chorus. All right. Let's move on to verse 2. It's what you do when you sing. No one is watching. No one is watching. It's what you say when you sing. No one is there. That's crazy. Dude, the way that her vocals are switching from her singing voice to the screaming, it's so cool. One of my favorite things about rock and screaming is it's got to have that balance of singing too. And the harmonies that we just heard were so pretty. I will be honest, I got a little more distracted by the musicality that verse than I did the lyrics, because I'm getting the gist of the message. But her vocals is really what distracted me there. I love it. I love the intensity behind the screams and the way that she's just like nonchalantly singing while like food's like literally dropping out of her mouth. This is sick. This is crazy. And yet I'm getting the message for sure. So I think we're going to come up on, I'm not sure. These lyrics are a little off, I think. I always find the worst lyrics. Like when you do a quick lyric search, they're never right for me for some reason. But I digress. Let's just listen to some more and enjoy the music. Layered with male screams there. Is this the bridge? Oh, I don't know where I am in these lyrics. I don't think I can quite follow these lyrics anymore, so I'm not going to. That was intense. I mean, I think it's the best way to describe it. I mean, it's just a brutal critique of the social media culture, maybe. But the way that is she eating the plate? Is that the plate? She's literally got food all over her phone, and the way that she was just being hand fed all this stuff. That was so intense. And watching her sing while she's stuffing her mouth. Well, they're stuffing her mouth, honestly, with cupcakes, and I saw some, what else? Pineapple rings. I saw all sorts. She was munching on a cucumber or something. My goodness. It's really, I don't know these lyrics. I don't know if they're matching exactly, but yeah, I don't know about these lyrics. It's a little hard to read along and listen as well, but when they're screaming as much as she is. But I liked the layering of the male screaming vocals on top of hers. It even intensified it even more. But let me go back a little bit and here. We still got 2 minutes to go. Have we hit the breakdown and the bridge yet? Let's keep going. I'm lost in these lyrics. I might have to just ignore them and just focus on the visuals and the instrumentation. Let's go. No way, I just said that in my head. Are you gonna eat the phone? What a switch up. Oh, wow. I lost track. I was supposed to pause it and I lost track. Oh no. It was just such a switch up. I let that play way too long. Let me go back. Like 45 seconds. It's just so, I got lost in the music. Look at all of the stuff on her face. Look at her eyelashes. Everything looks kind of frosted. Wow, I got lost in the music. I normally try to not let it play too long because I'm afraid of getting blocked. I hope that didn't go on too long. But yeah, the switch up between how intense it was to this. And now suddenly she's singing and she's got her bandmates next to her and they're all kind of chugging some milk, I saw, and they're all kind of down. Huh. Anyway. Biting into the phone and looking like blood and just having it. The phone. How many of us are addicted to the phone? How many of us, can't go 3 minutes being bored without going to the phone? Gosh, I'm not even talking about myself. I'm talking about teenagers. They can't. It is a different time. It is a different generation, I guess. But anyway, I think that has to be my thumbnail. That is so cool. I mean, it's not cool. It's just so visually impactful, I think. So I'm going to write that down. And how about we finish out this song, huh? Let's go. I just got chills.
Chill factor acquired.
That was kind of incredible. So, now that I'm back, because I was lost in the music there for a moment, to summarize, just a quick summarization. Definitely a critique, in my opinion, on the social media culture. I felt like this video is trying to expose how obsession with image and even validation maybe might strip people of their authenticity or self-worth, maybe. I think it's about losing yourself to that performance anyway, and maybe finally realizing the cost of living for the camera instead of living for yourself, you know? It's a crazy time we live in, and I get it. And this was 3 years ago, if I recall. I think I just saw 2022, so 4 years ago. Woo! Yeah, no, it still applies, I think. I've certainly never been one of those, you know, take pictures of food and stuff, but I know people who are, and I've never really understood it. But like I said, maybe, you know, to each their own. But I understand the warning in the beginning of the video now. Hopefully nobody was triggered too much, but I think the message is important. So, yes. Vagabond, thank you very, very much for this request and for your patience once again. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Patreon link as well as the Discord link in the description below. And I will see you next time. Bye.